Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A strong power connecting small things. I am Young-sun Park, Minister of SMEs and Startups. Pleasure to meet all of you from the German business community. Special thanks goes to Chairman Kim Hyo-jun and President Barbara Jorman of the KGCCI for providing me with this opportunity. Also, very happy to meet Deputy German Ambassador Mr. Peter Bingler. Okay. The MOU signed by the KGCCI and 3 Korean organizations is very meaningful step in laying the foundation of substantial and concrete cooperation between Korean-German SMEs and startups. I am confident that we will see tangible result in the near future. On this occasion, I wish to share the future policy direction of the Ministry of SMEs and Startups and to propose our plans to expand the cooperation between our businesses. We have experienced 4 industrial revolutions over the past century. The first and second revolution were about replacing human muscles. Meanwhile, the third and fourth revolution have to do with the substitution of the human brain. The fourth industrial revolution can be summed up in SMART, S-M-A-R-T. People relied on their intuition and experience to predict and prepare for the future. However, in the SMART era, the status of nations and companies will be determined by how well they collect and analyze big data to predict and prepare for the future. This is why our ministry has set great shift to a digital economy, Smart Korea, as the most important policy direction of this year. More precisely, we will provide our full support to help SMEs establish smart factories, small enterprises set up smart businesses, and venture companies and startups conduct smart services. To realize this Smart Korea, we need the world-leading DNA Korea. Here, DNA stands for Data, Network, and AI. Korea is the world's 5th largest product of data and the first to commercialize 5G technology. With more than 4 million people using this 5G network today, this status will empower us to drive the 4th industrial revolution. Next policy direction is based on the DNA and Smart Korea to become the 4th superpower of startups in the world. Korea had 3 unicorn companies in 2017. However, that number rose to 11 last year, placing us in 6th place after Germany. We expect that by combining strong government commitment with this increasing trend, we will have 20 unicorns by next year. To become the world's 4th strongest startup nation, our ministry will introduce a scale-up system to promote future unicorns with value of more than 100 billion won. We will strengthen scale-up investment in the fund of fund and broaden infrastructure such as Entrepreneur Street and Startup Park. Next direction is to strengthen the competitiveness of the materials, parts, and equipment sectors. Last year, we were subject to Japan's export curbs on high-tech materials. However, we turned that problem into an opportunity to strengthen our industries. We successfully launched the 100 Hidden Champion Companies project. This year, we will focus on supporting them to enter the global markets. Win-win relationships and the power of connectivity are also major driving forces of change in the era of the fourth industrial revolution. Therefore, last year, we started a new designation system for inclusive companies and a campaign of buy value and live together. We will continue to find new inclusive companies and to expand buy value and live together campaign. Inclusive companies refers to large companies which willingly share their internal resources such as technology, know-how, and infrastructure with SMEs, small enterprises, and self-employed businesses, like a corporate version of inclusive economy. Last year, we identified 10 inclusive companies, starting with Naver, followed by POSCO, Samsung Electronics, and Hyundai Kia Motors, etc. Activities of these companies spread an atmosphere of win-win cooperation. For example, Naver offers its platform free of charge to small enterprises, and Samsung helps small manufacturers to enhance their smart factory environments. This year, we plan to identify inclusive companies at a global level. I have already made a request to Chairman Marcus Wallenberry of the Wallenberry Group when he came to Korea last December. I hope to find one among German corporations in the context of this MOU. The Buy Value and Life Together, or 같이 삽시다 campaign is also a use of double entendre. 같이 means both value and together, and 삽시다 means let's buy and let's live. Finally, we need to reform government regulations for keeping up with technology development. By designating 14 areas nationwide as regulation-free special zones, including Busan for blockchain, our ministry has formed an environment for innovative companies to actively start their businesses and freely utilize new technologies. This year, we will continue to focus on removing regulations that hinder innovation. Germany leads the fourth industrial revolution by innovating the manufacturing industry and broadening participation by SMEs. We two countries have cooperated in developing technology between companies through joint funding for many years and become great partners to each other. It becomes an even more ideal partner for cooperation in the areas of materials, parts, and equipment since last year, when Japan began to tighten regulations on export to Korea. Based around the main content of the MOU, let me present the key areas where two countries should work to expand and strengthen cooperation between SMEs. First, I suggest cooperation in the area of smart manufacturing, namely, it is for cooperating in the area of manufacturing data, including factory standards and AI and cloud technology. To complete the DNA Korea, it is critical for us to cooperate with countries like Germany, who are leaders in the AI technology. Second, we need to cooperate in the areas of materials, parts, and equipment. Let's work closely together to increase trade volume and vitalize tech exchange between our two countries. In other words, our companies should work together to identify and jointly implement initiatives for collaboration by sharing technology information and matching each other's technology needs. I plan to visit Germany in April. I propose that we hold a round-table events for the hidden champion companies of Korea and Germany in this area. Third is cooperation in the startup sector. We need to hold diverse events like Open Innovation Day or Hackathon on more regular basis to help Korean startups enter the German and European markets and to support German startups seeking entry into the Korean and Asian markets. Last October, the KGCCI co-hosted the German Company Open Innovation Day with the KITA. BMW Group Korea and Bayer Korea joined this event and tapped it into opportunity for cooperation with Korean startups with such technology and products as self-driving and AI-based prediction of diseases. Germany has become the world's strongest manufacturing nation through close collaboration between diverse economic entities. It has firmly positioned itself as an unrivaled leader by quickly responding to the fourth industrial revolution. As I mentioned above, Korea has a 5G network infrastructure, is the fifth largest producer of digital data, and ranks sixth in number of unicorn companies. Cooperation between our two countries with our respective strengths will bring a brighter future for both. Based on the trust that we have established, let's expand and strengthen our cooperation. Dankeschön. Thank you very much.